Hi girls and guys, and welcome back to Brains Are Beautiful. Today we're just going to play around with graphing a little bit. It's going to be linear graphs, and we're just going to start off with two sets of points, and we're just going to kind of see where it takes us. We're going to go through how to graph them, we're going to go through how to find their equation, and then we're going to graph the equation and compare it to the first, and hopefully they come out the same. So let's get started. We're just going to be given the points 2, 5, and the other point is 3, 8. Okay, and so they want us, let's say, to graph this. So we're going to graph this on the Cartesian plane. That just means the xy plane, x and y. And we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and potentially so forth. But we're only going to need to 8. So let's graph these points. So this is going to be an x value of over 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our first point, and then our next point is 3, 8. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, missed a dot there. There we go. And there's our next point. And then we just connect these with a straight line. Yes, that is supposed to be a straight line. Okay, so that's great. That shows that the line is going up. It shows it's in the xy plane. But maybe they want the equation of the line given these 2 points. Well, have no fear, we can do this. So I think we've said in other videos, slope is represented by the letter m. And all slope is basically the rise over the run. It's how steep the line is. And so to find this, we have a equation, m equals y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Okay, and this is literally just plug and chug once you know what to plug in. So we're going to call this our first set of points, and we're going to call this our second set of points. Okay, and so this is going to be, since this is an x value, so it's going to be x1, this is going to be y1, and since this is our second set, this is going to be x2 and y2. And so let's just plug that in to find the slope, to find how steep this line is. So we have y2 is 8 minus y1 is 5, divided by x2 is 3 minus x1 is 2. And so if we just do the math, 8 minus 5 is 3, divided by 3 minus 2 is 1, so that equals 3. So we have a steepness of 3. Now great, what does that mean? That means for every 1 point we go over in the x, we go 3 points up. Okay, but now let's take this a step further and let's find our equation. So I like to do this. There's a lot of different ways to do this, and I could show you the different ways to do this. But the first one I'm going to start off with is my favorite, and that is just using slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Super easy. So here we go. It's literally just plug and chug again. So for this, we know, what do we know? We know that m equals 3, and then we can just pick one of our points to use. So let's write these points down again. We have points 2, 5, just as a refresher, and we have a point 3, 8. Okay, so all we do is we just pick a point. So I'm going to pick this point. And we literally just plug it in. So we know the y value in that point is 5. We know our m is 3. We know our x is 2. And so the only thing left is b. Now we just solve the equation for b. And we do that by saying 5 equals, well, we have to do PEMDAS. 3 times 2 is 6 plus b. And then solving for b, we get b equals 5 minus 6, which is -1. Yeah, I subtracted 6 from both sides there, sorry. There we go, and that equals -1. So our equation for these 2 points is y equals 3x minus 1. And this will literally tell us every single point on the line, so it's pretty impressive. You could plug any number in for x, or actually for y, that matters too, and figure out where the line is. But let me give you an example of how to graph this. So here is our xy Cartesian plane, and so here's x and here's y, just for clarification, and this is positive values, positive values, and negative values. And so if we were to graph this, we know that we already said that b, this is -1, that's what we solved for. So we know that that is -1, and since that's -1, it's just going to go right there, because the y-intercept means it's where x is 0, okay? And then we have a slope of up 3 over 1, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3 over 1. So there's our point, and there's our line, which is the exact same line as we got earlier. And we can prove that by plugging the numbers in, if you would like. So we can say that we knew our points, there they are, were 2, 5, and we knew they were 3, 8. So let's test it now with this point. And there again, you don't have to do this step in your homework. This is just a way to show that our work is correct and that we did it right. So we're going to plug 8 equals 3 times the x value of 3 minus 1. So we get 8 equals 3 times 3 is 9, minus 1, 8 equals 8. So we know this is right. So this is the exact same line as we got earlier. Awesome. All right, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys. And we just to recap, we took 2 points, we graphed the 2 points, and then to further prove our point, we solved for the slope, plugged the slope and a point in, and we got a y-intercept value. From there, we were able to find the total equation, and then we regraphed the equation and made sure that our answer was correct. I also said I would show you guys a second way to solve for the equation, just with the 2 points. So I want to do that really quick, just so, I don't know which way your teacher likes or your book likes, what your book likes, but here we go. So we had, for a refresher, these 2 points and this slope. So let's go down and do this another way. So go down here, and we had 2, 5 and 3, 8, and we had solved for the slope to be 3. Okay, so another equation maybe your book or teacher likes is point-slope form, which we explained in a different video, but as a refresher, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And this is kind of handy because there's no solving for anything, it's just literally solve the equation. So if we were to solve this, we have y minus, and you get to just pick a point. So for just simplicity's sake, I'm just going to pick this point. So y minus the y value in that point, and that's 5, equals m, which we said was 3. 3 times x minus x1, which was right here, 2. And now we can literally just solve the equation. So we have y minus 5 equals, we're going to use the distributive property here and here, 3x minus 6, sorry, that's supposed to be an x, and then just solve. Y equals 3x, we add 5 to both sides, plus 5, minus 1, which is the exact same result that we got right here. Let me circle that for you right here. So yeah, either way works. Oops. So thanks guys for watching, and I hope you guys learned a lot in this episode, and check out the other videos, and remember, brains are beautiful.